So without further ado, maybe some people will drop in as we get along. It is my pleasure to introduce the speaker for tonight, Professor Katsushi Tabata, who is currently a professor at the Faculty of Economics at Aichi University. He obtained his PhD from Chiba University in 2009 and a master's from Waseda University in 1987. He also held positions in the private sector, participating in many projects together with the Asian Development Bank before returning to the academic sector. He's been a professor at Nishiogakusha University and is now at Aichi University since 2018. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. The title of his talk will be Insights from Research on Visualizing the Stability of the International Financial Markets using MSF, Master Stability Function. Thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you. My name is Katsushi. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Katsushi Tabata. I come from the Aichi universities. Usually, the people say in the Nagoya say the Aichi or Nagoya is the center of Japan. In Japanese, the Heso of Japan, the center of Japan. I'm not sure the center or not. But anyway, there are so many famous people was born. For example, the Ieyasu is Okazaki, and also the Gifu areas is Oda Nobunaga is also born almost 400 years ago. So the Aichi University is a little bit, I'm not sure the history, but anyway, Aichi University is just established after the World War II, but Aichi University is inherited the Towa Dobushuin. I'm not sure the Towa Dobushuin, but anyway, this university, Towa Dobushuin University, is located in the Shanghai. I'm not sure the Shanghai or the other areas, not Japan, other countries, and also gathering the information about China, not only China, but also the other countries, which include North America or Brazil or the European nations. But after the World War II, the government, GHQ, decided your university, Towa Dobushuin University should be abolished. Because it is something like the university is one of the measure about the World War II, so should be abolished. Anyway, Aichi University, if we admitted that Towa Dobushuin is our starting point, almost over 100 years continues. But so the some faculty is also studied about the history of China, or Aichi University has a building in the Shanghai still now. So many students studied in the China for 1 year. Anyway, I'm talk about today I'm talk about the network. That before studying network, I would like to explain my motivations. My motivation is the starting is maybe after the Asian financial crisis, I have a chance to participate in some special project to which rebuild the Asian financial institutions. I am one of the project member of what we call Asian Bond Market Initiative, Asian Bond Market Initiative. I have a chance to hear the many discussion among the nations, China and Japan, also other countries, talked about how to rebuild the Asian financial market. The many talked about, especially talked about what is the reason, what is the cause of the Asian financial crisis, and the many reasons they are picked up. Then mainly all the nation contended that the two reasons. One reason is the Asia has only one financial engine. That is the banking. That is banking. So if the banking failed, automatically failed. So the Japan, not only the Japan, but also the other country, Asia, especially East Asia, should be established the new engine. What is the new engine? Stock is better, or other things better, or talked about. Lastly, he contains the bond. Bond is important. Bond is important. Why? The bond, in this case, bond is sovereign. The government or public, local government publish in the foreign countries, not the domestic bond. But anyway, it is important. After that, to establish the two engines, it is very nice. So this is one conclusion. Another conclusion is this. Everybody say like this, the Asian areas, which include Japan and also the China's less investment compared with the period of the high economic growth in UK or USA. Even though the Japan, the capital formation is less. Why? I'm not sure, but anyway, for example, Japan has big money, but almost all the money go out from the Japan to the other country, especially to go to the USA. It is one of the causes why Japan accumulate not so good. After almost 1990s, we are suffering from the long recession. It is one of the causes the capital formation is low compared with the high growth period in the UK or the USA. And also China's cases, China also agrees that less invest. What? The China investment is really high, but all the money domestic. And real asset price up. So real, after eliminating getting the land, the investment is not so high. So in this area, not only East Asia, Asia should use the money by yourselves. Asia are getting the surplus of the trade. These money should invest in these areas. This is the second conclusion. All of this, the Asian countries should establish the Asian bond market initiative. This is the beginning point of my motivation. But starting this project, some country complained. What? Say like this. Asia, historical speaking, Asia, banking is main. Banking is main. If we introduce the bond, there is no effective to growth. So it's too bad. Why the Asian countries seek for the more banking system? It is one of opinion. Also, Japan said like this: diversification is more important. Not only the bank, but also the stock or the bond or the another things is better. Why? If the one engine broken, another engine still maintain, so we can maintain the financial system. Like this, conflict. And lastly, all the members said, there is no method to image or to design the international financial market in this area in those days. Still, I believe these tools are not developed. I believe so. There are so many kind of the tools, but not real, not practice. So it is my motivation. Using the network theories, we might build some designs. For example, we introduce the bond transaction. Maybe the China's financial system will be changed like this. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, change another one or something like that. This is my big motivations. But anyway, talk about my today's speech. Firstly, I'm talking about the network theory, especially focus on the master stability function. Maybe you want to ask me that what do you mean by the stabilities? Later I explain this, but master stability function is, I believe it's really nice and intuitive. But reviewing the many articles, I cannot find out the master stability function with actual data. The master stability function is at the place where its value is tested with the actual value or not. Still, it is not enough. It is not sufficient. So my MSF study is maybe the first in the world to use the actual data. And also in this field, I will contribute to the meaning of the stability or something like I can contribute these areas. Lastly, I'm talking about. Okay. The first about stabilities. Stability in the economics is really important, especially in the financial transaction or other transaction. Stability is really important. So if we don't focus on the network, there are many applicable applications which you can use to study the stabilities. However, by emphasizing the network structures, we can move beyond just stability itself and analyze the factor or topological structures causing the instabilities. Eventually, I hope analytical approach can help us design the international financial system. Okay. Before starting, today, I want to emphasize this something like the special word, eigenvalue. Today, I always use eigenvalue. What is eigenvalue? Eigenvalue is something word of the special word of the mathematics. And in the network theory, eigenvalue is something like the speed of the information. For example, I'll give the high-speed train like Shinkansen. For me, I live in the Tokyo. Every week, I go to the Nagoya every week by using the Shinkansen. But anyway, Shinkansen, high-speed train Shinkansen, and also local trains. If the network with a large maximum eigenvalue is like a Shinkansen, a large maximum eigenvalue is like a Shinkansen. It connects major cities at high speed, allowing the information to reach for distance quickly. Also, the network with small maximum eigenvalue is like a train, local train, conventional train. It stops at each station and moves slowly. It is causing the information to spread gradually over time, gradually. It means eigenvalue higher means unstable or sensitive to the informations because information spread more quickly. If the eigenvalue is lower, means stable, not so sensitive. Information spread more slowly. So I will try to explain the eigenvalue from now, but if you cannot understand, please say like this, understand like this. Eigenvalue is something like the speed of the information. High is high speed, low is low speed. High speed like the Shinkansen. Information spread very quickly. So people or networks is so sensitive that some shocks happens, the people get information quickly, they quickly act. As a result of this, the network has weak, unstable. This is the crucial point. I will later, what is this later more in detail. Today, I have 4 points. The first one is the basic terminology, the network. First ones. It is a very basic concept of the networks. I will explain the three words. Okay. Especially Laplacian is important. Laplacians. This word is something like you feel some difficulty. Don't worry. I will explain gradually. The next one is MSX, master stability function, and the analysis. This is the second. The third is apply to the real world. This is a conclusion. The world is highly unstable. Capital is concentrated in the USA. This is something like the conclusion of my MSF applications. But after, I will build up another argument for this conference. If the China invest 50% of the saving into the United States, if the current international financial system will maintain necessary liquidity without Japan and European nations. If the China open the capital market to the world, now closing, the drastically changing, and without Europe, without Japan, can maintain the present financial situation. The last one, conclusion. The world is facing the paradoxical problem. We usually say the PP, paradoxical problem. What is this? This is fragility. Weakness is source of the efficiency and the source of the profitability. It is something like the contradiction. The fragility and the efficiency, the profitability, as something like a contradiction. In the international financial system, over 10 years studies, it is something like the paradoxical problem, paradoxical issue, paradoxical issues. Okay. Lastly, I'm talking about this one using the China case. Okay. Firstly, I'm talking about a very basic concept about the network. This is a very simple case of the networks. Please see the left side. Vertex 1 connect to the vertex 2, or vertex 2 connect to the 1. Okay. Second, vertex 1 connect to the vertex 4. The 4 connect to the 1. Usually speaking, in the networks theories, we don't say vertex. Usually speaking, we say node. Node is same meaning. Node 1 to connect to node 2, node 2 connect to node 1, like this, okay, like this. This is a node. In this case, we have 4 nodes. Number 1 node, number 2 node, number 3 node, number 4 nodes. If we exchange another one, for example, Japan or other countries, this is the international network. Okay. Node. And also, this figure is very simple. Usually, if we deal with economically, we use directed. This case is non-directed. 1, 2, 2, 1 is the same. Only line, no directions. But usually, apply to the economics, we usually the directions 1, to, for example, Japan to USA, Japan to China, China to other countries. It's always direction. Direction is really important. But in order to understand the very basic idea of the networks, it is enough. Non-direction sample example is very useful. So I pick up this one. Anyway, node is in this case is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. How about H? H is something like line. Please look at the right side. This is a figure of the network. The 1 and 4 connected. This line is say like this H. Usually say H. And later I will explain the Laplacian. The Laplacian is so complicated, but really important. Why? Laplacian has the many information about the networks. Even though such a very simple cases, if we check the Laplacian, we get many information, brutal information. Anyway, from now, I say like this, node edge. Node is 1, 2, 3, 4. Edge is here, the line, okay? Next. This is what we call the adjacency matrix. Today, I'm talking about two matrices. This one, adjacency matrix, and also diagonal matrix. Okay. The adjacency matrix is a little bit complicated. Anyway, look at the first one. First one is the beginning point is 1 and ending point is 2. In this case, we focus on the node 1, a vertex 1. Vertex 1 called row 1. Row 1 is here. Row 1 is here. The row 1 is here. Top of, sorry, I can't see. Row 1. And also, end is vertex 2 is column 2. So, beginning point is row 1, ending point column 2, and put into these ones. Okay. This is automatically. Usually we use computers. Sometimes I mistake, so I use the computers. Python or the R can easily show such a adjacency matrix. Anyway, put into 1. It's okay not once. For example, volume or trade volume or the price, it's okay. But simply speaking, today I put into 1. Okay. For example, about talking about 2, 3. This 2, 3. Look at 2, 3. This case is row 2. Starting point row 2, and also the ending point is column 4. This case is sorry, this one. Sorry, I cannot show. But anyway, like this, we can put into the beginning point, ending point, beginning point, ending point. We can get this adjacency matrix. Okay, this is a one matrix. Also, this is easier for rather than the adjacency matrix. This is a diagonal matrix. This is the very simple, our example, the networks. Look at the node 1, vertex 1. The node 1, look at here, the node 1s. We can find the two lines, node 1 to 4, line 1, and node 1 to 2. We can find the two lines here and here. So in this cases, we defined degree equal to. Also, please look at this one. This is the node 2. We can find the three lines, three edges. In these cases, we defined degree equals 3. The checked all the nodes and lines, and also put into these numbers into the diagonals like this. 2, 3, 1, 2. This is diagonal matrix. Maybe all the members confused. What do you mean? What shall I do? But anyway, it's okay. This is diagonal matrix. After finishing adjacency matrix, a diagonal matrix, I will create Laplacians. What's Laplacians? Laplacian equal diagonal minus adjacency matrix. Later explain more in detail. The definition, it is the definition. Laplacian equals diagonal minus adjacency matrix. Use these definitions. In this case, we can calculate this one. Laplacian equals diagonal. This is a diagonal matrix minus adjacency matrix, and calculate this one. We get this one. Something like very complicated. I cannot understand what do you mean this. Anyway, we can get this one. Very complicated. But this is so nice, fruitful information. Okay, check this one. Using some mathematical tools, we can get the eigenvalues. Please remember what is the eigenvalues. In the network, the eigenvalue is speed of the information. If eigenvalue is high, the speed of the information really high, so network is really sensitive. Anyway, calculate the eigenvalues. We can get 4 eigenvalues. Lambda 1 equals 0, lambda 2 equals 1, lambda 3 equals 3, lambda 4 equals 4. And these eigenvalues has many information about networks. But time is so limited. I only focusing on the maximum eigenvalue, lambda 4. In this case, lambda 4 equals 4. Okay. Lambda 4 equals 4 means the maximum eigenvalue. It is the sensitive. It is the speed of the informations. Okay. If the lambda 4 is high, means this network is really sensitive, unstable. If the lambda 4 is down and down and down, almost below 0 or something like that, not but anyway, below down and down, this network is very unstable. Like this, lambda 4 maximum eigenvalue is something like the sensitive to shocks. How about other eigenvalues? There are so many information. For example, lambda 1 equals 0 means this network cannot divide. Only one. Look at this. This is a very basic network. Every network is connected. So only one groups. For example, one is isolated cases or no connection. This cases, lambda 1 is not 0. Lambda 1 equals 1. Okay. Group can be divided. Like this, we can get information. Anyway, this case is all the nodes connected. So one group. So lambda 1 equals 0. Okay, like this, we can understand the feature of the network. Also, lambda 2 is important. So the many people say like the Federer values. I'm not sure, but maybe Federer developed these ones. What do you mean by lambda 2 is the degree of connectivity. If lambda 2 is higher, network is very strong, robust, connected. Today, I don't talk about this one, but usually the specialist seeking for this lambda 2. But today, I don't touch upon this. I only talk about the maximum eigenvalue. Anyway, I want to say lambda 4 is lambda, in this case, lambda 4. Maximum eigenvalue is really, really important. Good information, sensitive or not sensitive. Okay. If we only look at these figures, we cannot understand the feature of the networks. Oh, this is very simple. Oh, no, there's something like that. But we cannot understand the feature of itself. But after calculating these eigenvalues, we can get more fruitful information. And it is very useful to analyze the structure of the financial market, to analyze the other market is really important. Today, I will use these ones. Okay. Next, I'm talking about the master stability function. Master stability functions. Master stability function has developed almost 1998. The Pecora and Carol developed these ideas. It is so nice. 1998, almost 20 years ago. And now, almost now, 2018, the Brescia developed multi-layer case. Multi-layer is that not only one, but also 2 or 3 layers. For example, in my cases, not only the trade, but also the financial network, or a banking network plus stock market network plus, for example, the manufacturing network. Like this, his contribution is these multi-layer MSF can be analyzed. But anyway, I said this is not applied to the actual data. It is first time. It is so serious academically. Okay. And also about economics. 2019, Elliot Conrad, also he is a specialist about network, published a paper about public economies using this master stability function, but it's also not used. They doesn't use actual data, only the models. Okay. Okay. Then talk about this ones. This is I try to explain the basic idea of the master stability function. Firstly, look the dash lines, horizontal dash line. This is the standard point, the beginning point. For me, I'm very healthy and the condition is really good. So nice situation. This is the beginning point here. And some shock happens. So I was catch cold. So my situation too bad. So my situation below the under dash lines here. Okay, like this. Down. This is the shock. This is due to the shock. Something shock. I was catch cold. Really cold. I was catch cold. There's something shock. And for me, I want to recover by myself. Self-information, self-strength. Okay, self-recovery. Okay. This is the master stability functions, really important things. But anyway, recover by myself. This is the power of air, power of air. Okay, but still I cannot recover. In this case, how? My family, network of the family network, my family network help me. Okay, usually say intra. This is the second case, H. In my cases, I was coach cold, I cannot recover so much. And this cases, my wife come and take care of me. A little bit, I become more healthy, but still too bad. But anyway, thank you very much. My wife helped me. I hope so. Anyway, but still not good. Still good. In this cases, as a network, for example, doctor or hospital, outside of the network help me. Outside of the network. In these cases, I go to the hospital, the doctor take care of me, and I also recover the beginning point, beginning session. This is a basic thing of the networks. To stabilize the original dash lines, if something happens, something shocks, still maintained all the same levels, okay? The power needs three types. First one is F, self-enforcement, self-recovery. Another is my family networks. Inside of the network help. But no, in this case, others come and help. After that, we can recover. We can maintain the beginning point, healthy situation. This is our step. If something shock happens, I can maintain the dash line point. This is something like the stabilities. I will talk about later more gradually change this definition to understand the real international financial market. But anyway, the master stability function thinks like this. What's stability? What stability is this? Okay. And applying to the real market. This is, for example, I pick up the equity market about UK. This is the UK market. It's UK always take care by myself. Okay. If something happen, the volume is decreasing, price decreasing, or something happens always. Okay. To maintain their position, their transactions, if something happens, anyway, recover by myself. But not in these cases. Other countries' equity market, same network intervened. Same in this case, according to my theories, the other countries help. I'm not sure, but anyway, other countries connect, okay, help. Okay. But still, situation is bad. Other network contribute. In my case, it's trade. Okay. A trade is outside of the network help. After that, even though the UK shocked, the transaction maintained a stable situation. The master stability function is to check that really maintain the stable situation or not using this thinking. Then, as I explained the Laplacian matrix, how to apply the matrix, Laplacian matrix. This line, this gray area is Laplacian matrix. As I explained, very complicated. If we check the eigenvalue, we can understand the character, the feature of the network. And also, what's the difference of the Laplacian matrix and also master stability function is plus F. It is something like the self-enforcement, self-strength. In economy, usually said the theory. For example, the something like growth theory or something is better. Anyway, the long term, the movement, long term movement. So strictly speaking, the Laplacian and master stability is a little bit different. The master stability functions consider not only the Laplacian, but also the F, self-recovering powers. They're a little bit different. But today, I'm talking about almost like this, almost same. Because difference is really important, but argument might be really difficult. Before starting, I asked my colleague, and he said to me, your argument might be very complicated. You should cut more easier. So I cut this one. Anyway, you should understand, master stability function can get eigenvalues. And also Laplacian matrix also get eigenvalues. The meaning is a little bit, strictly speaking, a little bit different, but today all say like this, same. The eigenvalue is high, it's very sensitive, unstable. The eigenvalue is low, it means a step, more step. Okay. Let's move to the real master stability functions. The breakdown, the stability further. We have self-enforcement F, and within layer interaction, and between layer interaction. For instance, equity and trade network each have nodes representing country interact within their own layers. Okay, look at this. About the U.S. equity and UK equity, same layer, same network, always integrate each other. Anyway, this is the one layer. Two layers is trade. Trade is also the US, in this case, only two countries. US, UK is the layers. Okay. Between layers, interaction refer to the how these separate layers influence each other. Since we are dealing with network, we use the Laplacian matrix to capture these interactions. By combining trade and equity Laplacians, we can accurately calculate how within layer and between layer interaction influence each other, creating the combined structure. Gamma and also gamma, this ones, okay? And also, to control the strength of these interactions, we introduce some controller, is small gamma and small sigma here. It is something like a controller. For example, if the sigma equals 0, it means UK equity, UK trade, no interaction, no impact. If the sigma is higher, for example, 100 or something like that, this case is UK equity, UK trade is really have strong impact. If UK trade decrease, the equity volume is decreased like this, very sensitive. We control by myself. Okay. Also gamma is intra reactions. US equity, the UK equities. If the gamma equals 0, in this cases, US equity and UK equity movements, no relations, 0. Even though the UK equity increase, no impact to US. Okay, this case. If we gamma up, this case is US, UK impact has each other. This is something like the unique in the master stability functions. But anyway, I want to say is if you complicate, please ignore my argument. Firstly, I want to say F is a self-recovery. And also that we consider the two layers, equity and trade, okay? Okay, then this blue one and green one is repression plus F, almost same, please remember the master stability function and Laplacian is almost same, okay? This is my models. Okay, gradually I will use this model to the actual data. The first, what the data we deal with. First one is trade. A trade comes from the direction of trade. IMF published. Everybody can easily get these numbers. Okay, trade. The direction of trade. Okay, each country's directions about manufacturing, which only include the manufacturing. Okay, and also we pick up the two layers. One is equity, stock. The stock outstanding. The CPIS, IMF, the Coordinated Portfolio Investment Survey. Every quarter, IMF published. Almost 1 week ago, new data published. But anyway, the equity outstanding. Also, I pick up the bond outstanding, CPIS, also come from the same data. Okay, and I beat up 42 countries, very complicated networks. The thinking is very simple, UK and US cases. Anyway, we seek for the intra. Okay. This is the data. Why then I pick up the portfolio investment data, stock or bond is portfolio investment. Why pick up? This is a movement of the recent movement of the banks and non-banks. As you can see, almost 2008, the banking volume has decreasing gradually. Although non-bank is something like the bank, but not bank. Non-bank volume has been outstanding, increasing like this in the world, total in the world. It means the non-bank has the major impact to understand the real movement of the international. Also, breakdown his below. What's non-banks? Okay, look at this ones. The non-bank is like this, the three. Please look at red one. Non-bank is the pension and also the fund, mutual fund, mainly pension and mutual fund decreasing like this. Okay, so if we focus on the movement of the pension and mutual fund, we can understand the marginal changing of the international financial transaction. So I pick up. Today, I don't touch upon this one, but this is so serious. Why? After the pension invest to the other countries, maybe this investment is only 7 or 8 companies in the world. It means all the money from the world gathering only 8 or 7 companies in the USA. It is so serious problem. Many people say like this. But anyway, we don't talk about this one. But the non-bank is really important. So I pick up the portfolio investment data, bond, and also equity data. Okay, based on this, I calculate the really what is the network between the trade and also include the trade and equity. But trade bond is stable or not. I check these ones. This is a result of the calculation. Firstly, I will show you the Z height. Z axis is the eigenvalue. This case is minus 0, 0, 10, maximum 50, like this. And also the x-axis, y-axis, sigma and gamma. Sigma is one of the controller. Sigma is in between layer and layers control. If there no connection. And also the gamma is also the intra among intra. Intra cases also zero mean UK equity and also the USA equity has no relationship. But the gamma is really high. This case is so connected. Anyway, I will calculate any kind of the sigma and gamma. We can find even though the this eigenvalue is over 0. Even though sigma 0, gamma 0, also the eigenvalue is 0, over 0. Okay, and also the gamma up, the sigma out, like this. Suddenly, eigenvalue increase like this. I'm interested in this movement, but today I don't talk about this one. But anyway, this is the conclusion. The world, the trade, and the equity market is unstable. How about the bond? The right side is bond. Bond is also more serious movement. Anyway, over 0. It means the unstable. Equity and trade 2 layers market is unstable. Maybe you want the question to me? What do you mean by unstable? I will talk about this ones. But anyway, calculation result is this. The world is unstable. Using the MSL. Then I'm very interested. Which country is the real goal? Which country is? Well, what is the item is really impact to the instabilities. I check these ones. This is a result of the check country to countries. This one come from the eigenvalue changing, calculate. And changing the some country really contribute. Okay, the US is really bad, really cause of instability or something like that. Changing, focusing on the changing. Like this, the USA really high. Okay, it means instability come from the USA. We can understand. The second is the Luxembourg. The third one is Ireland. Fourth is UK. Fifth is Japan. Like this, the European nation is the cause of the instability. And furthermore, look at blue and orange. The orange is the financial transaction. In this case, it's the equity. Blue is trade. In US cases, the finance or equity is more impact to the unstable situations. Okay. So I will check more in detail. Anyway, the US is really impact to the instability. This is the pickup of the high eigenvalues transaction. For example, USA, Canada, USA, Japan, USA, the UK was a pickup of the top 10 countries and put into the map like this. The line is also the USA to the European nation is really high. Also, another area is Japan and Hong Kong and Australia. Feature, we easily understand UK, US is really connected. It is one of the cause of the instability in the world. Then, what is the top 10, top 20? sorry. Sorry, before argument. This is also another trial. This is remove the transaction. Top one, in this case, so maybe where? Luxembourg to USA. You firstly cut the transaction Luxembourg, USA. Next, other country to USA. Third, fourth, five, like this. Remove the transactions. Okay. And also the number of the removed number. 0, 5, 10. 10 is 10 transactions. 10 transactions, each country is removed. And also the y-axis is the eigenvalue. But something like that, a little bit different is this number is standardizing. But meaning is the same. The high is really unstable, low is not stable. Like this, eliminate, remove. We can find, I can find almost 10 countries removed. Eigenvalue half, reduced half. Okay, it means the market character of the market in the world changed drastically. If the 10 transaction removes, if the 10 country transaction stopped, the world changed drastically. Check the countries. Though it's first one. The big one is the Black Luxembourg and the USA. Second is Ireland, USA. Third is UK, USA. Fourth is Japan, USA. Like this, the Luxembourg to USA, other country USA. Okay, like this, the from one country to USA is real cause of the unstable. We can find out this ones. So I want to summarize, not conclusion, but anyway, I want to summarize this argument. The concentration of the capital United States affecting the stability. Second, Japan ranks fifth, but its actually influence might be significant. What I want to say is this: to tell the truth, the Japan's transaction is not directly from Tokyo, from Japan to the USA. Usually we firstly invest to the UK, and UK to the Cayman to the USA. Like this, complicated. So if we take care, calculate these ones, maybe this number will be changed. Maybe Japan will be more high rank. But anyway, Japan fifth. And also, European financial hubs might contribute to the financial concentration to the USA. This is the finding. The last finding is, meanwhile, China's influence on the global economy is not very high. I expect China is really important in the world. So the China will be high ranks. But checking with the master stability function, the eigenvalue, China influence is not so high. Why? I guess the supply chain network created around China is evaluated as a stabilizing factor due to the high network densities. China's maybe network things like that, the China is contribute to the stabilize because the trade network is, supply chain network is so density is high, so connected. It is contribute to the something like the stabilizations. So China's is not high ranks. I believe so. Next, I will talk about this one. But anyway, this is my argument of this. Finally, I'm talking about focusing on the China. But the China's analysis argument is a little bit complicated. So I will read this one. Cutting paper in Japanese. I will read this one. Okay. Anyway, apply to the final, to the master stability function to the agent. This is new preparation for this conference. Okay. Okay. Before starting, I would like to show my strategies. Okay. To analyze the China's influence, we will internationally create artificial global economic situations. Artificial, not real. In these scenarios, Asia, North and South America, and Europe will be isolated from each other in terms of the trade and finance, equities, and bond. We will then compare the result to be a benchmark model that was originally created to represent China's economic position. Benchmark model is based on the actual data and calculated using the master stability function. However, we said sigma, small sigma is controller equal the gamma equal 1. It means that represent strong connection within and between layers. Trade, equity have some strong connection, and trade, equity, to some extent strong connections. I assume this one. Anyway, I calculate the isolated case, some hypothetical case. We create the scenario where the Asia, Europe, and the US are completely independent, isolated, with no trade or finance transaction between these regions. China's trade network is now extremely high due to its supply chains. If we analyze the network in such circumstances, it is very difficult to discriminate whether the change in the connectivities are unique to China or part of the large trade. What I want to say, trials, firstly, eliminate the connection between the all regions, Asia isolated, Europe isolated, USA isolated. Why I said like this is trade is so complicated. Oh, if I try, oh, really something like that, okay, USA is something, China is good, China is bad. This calculation is too bad. So firstly, cut everything. Those areas are isolated. So this is my strategy. Okay. So sorry. To address these programs, firstly we cut the connection. Secondly, next we reconnect trade and financial trade again. In this case, we assume that half of the China's saving flow into USA. Half of the saving only flow into USA, US stock market. By examining the result, we can assess China's potential impact on the global economies. Before proceeding with discussion, let's first examine the economic situation of China. Okay, this is my strategy. First, anyway, isolate, cut, and the next, reconnect again only USA. So we can pick up only impact of the connection between two countries. Okay, between China and USA. Okay. Before starting, I'm talking about the present condition of China. This is the supply chain with China. This is the index. Name is Huffington-Harshman index. It is something like the show the index, how the supply chain proceed with countries. This case is with China. This figure shows the supply chain with China starting 1990s from here. And gradually, and also the 2050 almost complete. China is the top of the supply chain, But after that, USA and also the India decrease the supply chains, maybe policy change. Anyway, and also around 2020, Japan also decreased for the movement of the USA. But like this, still the supply chain with China maintains. This is the first situation. We should understand the situation of the China. The second, I'm sorry, I forgot to the year. This is 45.6 is 2022. 36.4 is this one is 2000, and also the 40.9 is 1995. Like this, five years. Anyway, recent is 45.6, almost 50. Okay, what is this? This 45.6, almost 50% is saving. China saving the half of the GDP saved, which includes not only the private, but also include the government and also the companies. I cannot get more information because China government didn't publish the more in detail. But anyway, I believe China's saving really high. Almost 50% of the GDP saving. And more important thing is this money is closed. China people cannot invest in the foreign countries. Why? The reason is very simple. If the China open to the other countries, maybe China's will be blocked because discrimination, poor person, the rich person, discrimination, the inequality is so serious. Still so serious anyway, but if the open to the international market, the rich man invest to the USA, or get the real estate in the foreign countries, more rich. And the poor person is more poor. So it is so serious for the Chinese. So the China government cannot, I believe so. But anyway, the high close. No invest to the foreign countries. I will cut this one. So because argument might be difficult, so I'll later. Anyway, this is a benchmark case, a baseline, and also the right one is after calculating. Anyway, isolate. So if we isolate the cases, we get like this. Okay, the result of this calculation shows when the regions are isolated, the eigenvalue decreases significantly. This suggests greater stability. Okay, 7 eigenvalues, 700, but almost 500, 200 less reduced drastically. Please remember, the lower eigenvalues means stable. I said so. Due to the isolation, the European and Asia in the Americas, the people enjoy the very stable conditions. Do you think so? Anyway, calculation is this. Then however, this interpretation, my interpretation might be wrong. At least not accurate. A world where the Asia, Europe, and the US have no economic interaction means that information does not easily spread beyond each region. In other words, rather than being stable, the global economy in this scenario is inefficient and unproductive. It may be even in the state of the economic recession. Firstly, I said eigenvalue is very stable in the lower cases, but if you apply this my interpretations, like this, see, isolation is very nice. I don't say like this. Due to such isolations, maybe economy will be serious situations. The stability assessed by the IMF in this case represent an efficiency and unproductivity global economic structure. This is a situation where Asia, European, the US are completely isolated as modeled in my MSL. Then, next, I calculate if the China invests 50% of its total saving in the United States, reconnect. Only the China and the USA and Hong Kong and the USA and Singapore and the USA. Only this one, okay? Not Japan, not included. The world will return to the same level of the baseline model. It means if the China reopen the market, if the Chinese people can invest their saving money directly or not directly, but anyway to the USA, the situation almost same, stable, almost the same situation. Sorry, I'm finished. Sorry. Well, we destroy, we destroy the previous connection. We reopened the economic and financial treatment between China and the USA, direct fund into US, stock investment until the network returned to the benchmark stability levels. So this suggests something very interesting. First, China plays a crucial role in the global economy, profitability, efficiency, and stability. If the China's capital becomes actively involved in the international financial transaction, the role of the Japan in Asia, the role of the European country as financial hub could be changed drastically. It is my understanding. Furthermore, I would like to say, time is so limited. I will conclude. This is something like the connect to the paradoxical program. So the paradoxical program. The Howden, almost 10 years ago, say like this. One of the economists say like this. Concentration, the nodes of the financial networks are the source of the efficiency, as well as the source of the vulnerability, weakness. It means the more stable, the more efficient, more profitable is one of the source of the fragility. This is something like the paradoxical program. Then, what relation? My analysis. This is my conclusion. Why does this paradoxical instability not appear, allowing the world to remain stable? One reason that even if the financial networks are stable, they are stopped by another more stable network that connect to different layers. In particular, supply chain, which was established 2000 with China at its the centralities, rather than to prevent the instability from becoming visible. What I want to say is this: that China not invest only clothes, this is the main reason. Only the supply chain is so strong, stable, nice network, good network. So it prevents the instability in the financial market. This is my one of the conclusion. And also, I want to say is this. However, they have not fully explained the previous study. Don't explain why it does not appear. The study is the first in the world. My study is the first world use MSF to confirm this issue, showing as importance. This is my finding. My finding is this. Why still the world is stable? The reason is China stopped the opening the market, and also China established very density the supply chain. It is so the financial market is weakness, but still maintain the world. This is my conclusion. Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Thank you for a very comprehensive paper. Let me just quickly see here. Q&A we have. Right, so I'll start us off with, I'm honestly speaking, obviously this is way over my head as an anthropologist, but I'm quite curious because the argument that you're making seems to be that in this particular case, stability is a bad thing.
Yes.
Stability is the reason why efficacy and profit are eliminated,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But that sense of stability seems to be based in a particular kind of framework.
Yes, yes.
So when I'm thinking about how would the model deal with something like political instability, which is the case right now. Would that be a factor that contributes political instability? Let's say regime change, or what is happening at the moment in the US.
Thank you very much. To tell the truth, my MSF still don't consider such a political movement. But if we introduce F, it is the self-recovery. Or input in the political movement, we can explain these ones. I believe so. But it might be so difficult. It might be so. Today, so time is limited. I don't think explain F function. F is really important. If we build up more and more, that we can explain more world situations. For example, usually economists say like this. Non-linear case. Non-linear means suddenly crisis happen. Suddenly economy is up, but like bubbles, we can explain using setting the air. Okay, this MSF can apply this, but still my MSF is so low level. So I believe the political model can be applied this month in the future.
Right, excellent. Thank you. If you're joining us online, please feel free to feed your questions into the Q&A functions. I'll open up to the floor. We have a few people who specialize in this kind of thing. Yes, please.
I'd like to make just a quick question, and which is related to the comments by Fabio Sensei. I'm wondering if currently the US President Trump will going to raise the tariffs, which will be disrupting to the trade network.
Yes.
So is it good for the stability of the system, or it is not good for the system between the stock markets, bond markets, and the trade markets?
Based on this MSF, the present my MSF, if such a thing happens, the world become more unstable, unhappy situation, because now the trade is support the stability itself, but the supply chain is broken, no supply chain. It means so the world become more difficult situation, I believe so, based on my MSF. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. どうぞ。
I'm a MBA economist, so my question relates to your identification strategy for measuring the network stability or the property of the network. For example, one way to test the validity of your stability measure might be to examine how your measure changes in response to larger unexpected shocks, such as disruption of the network due to the COVID-19 pandemic. If your measure correctly captures the network stability, I guess its value should drastically change after the pandemic. So I'd like to know, have you ever considered using such large event to measure or validate your
Thank you very much. As I said, this so MSF is still testing with actual data. Maybe still so the to tell the truth, after calculating every year's almost conclusion same. Why? The FF, the self-enforcement decide everything. So that if the crisis happens, this model cannot catch well to tell the truth. And in the future, some very specialist come and also beat up the F. Another one, for example, the VL model or other DSG model. I'm not sure it's economically right or not. Anyway, bring some setting, another setting, I can find out such a movement. But still, this master stability function is low levels to check the actual data.
Thank you. Yes.
Special question, but I think much more related to the Fabio Simpson's question. It's quite basic, and I think I'm thinking about a kind of concept, because I think maybe I'm a sociologist, and I think I cannot share the how can I say precondition really with the economists. So I think I cannot understand what really is a good things in the economics. So I think you were saying that I think it's much more related than what Fabio says asked you, but I think instability is not good things in economic term. And I think a stability, opposite way. What we know that stability is really good things in a society, but I think in economic term, stability is not really good things. Is that correct understanding?
My understanding is almost right. But this MS has said the stability is one of the source of the inefficiency. So this is something like the paradoxical programs. Always all the things have the good point, the bad point. Stability is, economically speaking, stability is really nice, but it is a low level growth or something like that. So this is the MSF contribution. Also 10 years, the specialists about international finance areas talked about these ones. Really serious, really serious. Good point, Papa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? If not, we have Steve McNally says, good to be online and looking forward to the talk. Excellent. So if not, then thank you very much. We've come to the end of our time. Very good timing. Thank you. Do join us, or rather look out for further JRC event. We'll have a very exciting discussion with Rebecca Salter, the president of the Royal Academy of Arts, in the middle of May, I think May 15th. And yes, I hope you have a very nice break and can recover a little bit from term time. Thank you very much. And thank you to our speaker, Professor Tabata.
Thank you.
です。
ありがとうございます。